Hey everyone, James here, and I apologize. I got some bad news. Stephen Hawking has passed away today at the age of 76. And for many of you who might know the name, Stephen Hawking was an absolute pioneer in science, astronomy, physics. He's responsible for the discovery of the 4 laws that govern a black hole, and he's also responsible for helping with the theory of the expanding universe. A lot of his life was dedicated to answering age-old questions that a lot of us couldn't even think of, let alone figure out the answer to it. And that's what Stephen Hawking did. Unfortunately, he did suffer from ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease, and if you're not unfamiliar with that, Lou Gehrig's disease, it affects the motor neurons. And if you remember Stephen Hawking, or have ever seen a picture of him, then you most likely have saw him in a wheelchair talking through a robot, kind of a voice, using his computer to speak for him, which in itself is quite brilliant. Stephen Hawking had a lot of really insightful theories that really made you think. Some of his most earliest ones were his thoughts about AI, or artificial intelligence, and how that could lead to the downfall of the human race, as well as the environment, and what the President Donald Trump is trying to do with taking the U.S. out of Paris climate agreement. Stephen Hawking also was a humanitarian, and his thoughts about the human race, he thought that if there was something that could be taken away from the human race, and a way that we could help ourselves would be to reduce our aggression, and that the aggression that we have might have been good early on from an evolutionary standpoint, as far as hunting and gathering, living in the trees or in the caves, and that's something that would have been helpful there. Now things are different, and he felt that we should really make an effort to peacefully coexist with one another, and we owe it to ourselves to try to do our best to listen to what this and many other brilliant minds are telling us. Be peaceful with one another. Doesn't mean you have to like one another, but being peaceful is helpful. So thanks very much. I want to express my heart goes out to all of his family members and anyone who ever cared for him. If you're like me and Stephen Hawking is someone who you are familiar with your whole life, you know what? Please leave a comment down below and let me know, when was the first time that you heard his name or remembered his name? What's something that you can take away from his life, something that resonated with you, and something that you won't forget? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts, and I wish you all the very best.